Welcome back to They Did What? Your source of the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories where I go with them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today I'm going to go over a story where a young guy handles himself like a boss, which is titled, Am I Overreacting for Being Furious After My Ex-Girlfriend Told Me Our Breakup Was Just a Test? And a shout out to David for sending in this story. And guys, like I just said, this is about a guy, he's only 22, and he is light years ahead of his time in spite of all the mind effing that his now ex-girlfriend put him through. You're going to see that out of the blue, she breaks up with him by text. And our guy here, instead of crying and complaining and begging and all that, he's totally indifferent to it. Okay, moves on. Well, guess who's having a meltdown a week later because he didn't fight for her. But there's a whole lot more going on behind the scenes than you might think. And I thought it'd be a good one to go over here, guys. 2 points. One, how a guy should handle things if a girl breaks up with him. And you're going to see he handles things great in the beginning, and in the end when she tries the whole "you didn't fight for me" crap. And two, the mind games and the mind effing that gals can pull on guys. And this girl's only 20, and she's handling it, I'm sorry to say, like a freaking Sith Lord. She'd make Emperor Palpatine impressed with all the mind games and manipulation she's pulling, but you can't get this guy, and you got to be aware of it. But before I get into it, guys, again, be sure to come check me out in the men's community over on Patreon or Locals. You come over there and become a supporter, and you get all my stuff, early access to the videos from all 3 channels, commercial-free, and, of course, 2 to 3 videos a week that are exclusive that you can't get here on YouTube. It's a way to communicate with each other, hang out with each other in a censorship-free environment. So check it out. You can become a paying supporter or a free member just to see what it's all about. I'll post the link at the top of the comment section. Okie doke. So, starts off, he says here, a few days ago, my ex-girlfriend contacted me out of nowhere, and I honestly wish I hadn't answered. I'm 22, and she's 20 years old. We dated for about 8 months, and as far as I knew, things were going very well. We had our disagreements, like any other couple, but nothing that made me think that we were about to break up. Well, a few weeks ago, she suddenly sent me a message saying that she didn't think our relationship was working anymore. She said she needed time to focus on herself and that I was too available to her. I'm going to stop right there. So for all the new people that are, relatively new to all this, when a girl says she needs to work on herself or focus on herself or all that type of thing, overwhelmingly that means she's going to focus on another guy. She's not focused, she's not going to yoga classes and meditating and all these things to fix herself. No, it's finding another guy or being with another guy. And oh yeah, telling him that he's too available, that's probably girl talk for saying nice guy. The last part confused me, but I did not argue with her. I was hurt, obviously, because I genuinely cared about her and thought we were in a good place. But she made her own decision, so I told her I respected it and gave her space that she asked for. There. That is everything a woman who wants to get rid of a guy says she wants him to do. Okay, I respect that, and I'll leave you alone. Well, watch how this turns out. I did not beg her to stay. I didn't bombard her with messages. I didn't try to make her jealous or immediately start dating somebody else. I just tried to move on. So in other words, he handled it like an adult, and he was basically, even though he was bothered by it, he came across as indifferent. Well, we all know, or most of us know, how they react when a guy acts indifferent. The first week was honestly rough for me. I kept replaying everything in my mind, wondering what I had done wrong. Eventually, I started accepting that sometimes relationships, and even when one person doesn't want them to, don't work out. Then, completely out of nowhere, she messaged me. They always come back when they want something, when things aren't going well. She asked if we could talk because she missed me. I agreed because I still had feelings for her. Smack! Bad idea, but we got a story out of this. And stupidly, part of me hoped we might get back and work things out. Smack! You never take somebody back to throw you away like a piece of garbage, dude. But I guess she's done working on herself or focusing on herself. Well, during our conversation, she dropped a bombshell. Apparently, she never actually wanted to break up with me. She claimed that the breakup was a test. Well, there could be a whole lot of reasons behind this breakup, but if she was doing it just to test him, what we're about to see, Goodbye. Ain't no way we're having a relationship when you're playing mind games like this, a-hole. She said that she wanted to see whether I would fight for her and prove how much I cared. One of those. So she breaks up with this guy out of nowhere. A whole week, radio silence, and now she's back saying, "You're such a jerk. You didn't fight for us." I have a funny feeling, maybe some of you do as well, that she dumped him for another guy. And things didn't work out with that guy. Like that guy wouldn't commit to her. The high-value guy, chattered Tyrone, he tossed her aside after loving and leaving her. And now she wants this guy back, and she wants to make it his fault for not fighting for her. She told me that when I accepted the breakup, instead of begging for her to reconsider, I made her realize I didn't love her enough. What a snake. Put it all on him. It's his fault. He handled it right. And oh yeah, guess what? When a girl wants to get rid of a guy, if he's showing up at her house begging and pleading and crying, they're going to call the cops. I generally thought she was joking. I reminded her that she was the one who told me that she wanted to end the relationship. She said she needed space, and I gave her exactly that. I didn't understand why respecting her decision was somehow proof that I didn't care. Dude, she's mind-effing you. She doesn't want to accept blame that she's the one that ruined things. Or if she was testing you, that she's an a-hole for testing him. Let's just say she wasn't off with some other guy. Let's just say she was sincerely testing him, okay, to see how much he cared. Well, she's a freaking a-hole because A, she's playing mind games and testing him. B, she's got major insecurity issues if that was the case. He doesn't need that crap. And also, she has no regard to his feelings. So why would he ever fight for someone like that and take her back? Well, then she told me that she had expected me to chase her. She apparently thought I would send paragraphs, show up at her house, beg for another chance, and keep trying until she finally agreed to take me back. Whether this is true or not, she's an a-hole. Instead, I accepted the breakup. She said that was what made her fail the test, or me fail the test. Oh, okay. I don't care about your fucking test, a-hole. Well, at that point, I was furious. I told her that relationships aren't supposed to be psychological experiments where one person secretly creates a breakup just to measure how much the other person will suffer. Exactly. You think she cares? No. But I still think this wasn't a test. I think that she got dumped. She said I was being too serious and that she only did it because she wanted reassurance that I was committed. What a load of crap. But if it's true, she's an a-hole. I told her that if she wanted reassurance, she could have communicated that instead of intentionally breaking my heart. There's an idea. Then she said something that really bothered me. She told me that now that I knew it had been a test, that I had another chance to prove myself by agreeing to get back together and showing her that I was willing to fight for the relationship. Man, this chick is something. Oh, you can prove yourself now by getting back with me after all this crap. Yeah, no thank you. I said no. She got angry and called me cold. Oh, okay, yeah, he's cold. After the stunt she's pulled? Really? She said I had apparently moved on way too quickly, and that if I really loved her, I wouldn't be able to turn her down so easily. See, guys, she's only 20 years old. The mind effing there's going on here. Most young guys would just be like they'd be spinning and getting dizzy and be like, okay, not this guy. Now, guess what's going to come next? Let's see if you guys can predict the last resort for her. She started crying and told me I was punishing her for trying to protect their relationship. I don't know how this guy's just walked out. You know, maybe he just like, okay, I got to hear all this so I can have a great story to tell the grandkids one day. I told her that I was not punishing her. I was simply refusing to participate in this kind of relationship. You mean this abusive relationship? She started calling me selfish and said that I had thrown away 8 months because of one stupid mistake. He's throwing away, she's the one that broke up with him. She's the one that supposedly tested him and all that. And he's the one that threw this away. I told her the problem wasn't the breakup itself. It was that she deliberately manipulated me, watched me struggle with the breakup, and then expected me to reward her by getting back together. We haven't spoke since. Thank God. Do not take her calls. Well, some friends of mine think I was too harsh and that she clearly just wanted reassurance because she was scared of losing me. They think I should consider giving her another chance because she admitted she was wrong. Well, smack to those friends. They ain't your friends. Time to get rid of them too. Moments like this show you who's on your side. Come on here. And I just do not think it was a test. I think that she was going for another guy. It didn't work out. And instead of having to admit that she was wrong breaking up with you, she had to come with this manipulation crap. Well, I didn't see it that way. I had loved this girl. That's exactly why the breakup hurt me so much. But I can't understand how I'm supposed to trust someone who intentionally ended our relationship just to see how devastated I would be. Am I overreacting for being furious and refusing to take her back? No, brother. You handled it great. I mean, she is really mind-effing you, and you did such a great job, especially considering that you obviously really liked her, or who you thought she was, okay? She's not obviously who you thought she was, and therefore, no loss. You handled it great. But I wouldn't have talked to her after this whole thing, but you're young. But after she's shown you her true colors here, don't ever talk to her again. Now, if you're in school and you're going to run into her on campus or in class or wherever, it is what it is. But do not take her calls. Do not take her messages. It's just going to be more and more of the same crap. And any friends, mutual friends, her friends, anybody gives you a hard time about this, cut them loose too. You don't need this drama in your life. And there it goes to show you guys what can happen. So for all you relationship guys out there, you know, a girl starts playing mind games on you and stuff like that. She doesn't care. I mean, if this girl really cared, you think she'd do that to a guy she so-called loved? No. She wouldn't mess with him like that. But this is what's possible, guys. And she's only 20. Imagine this chick, if she's good looking, eventually will find a guy, again, get married. Imagine her in 20 years and being a mother and the kind of mind games and, let's be honest, fuckery she could pull. Oh, my God in heaven. But good for him. Handle it like a boss. Now, a few comments. Comment section's all in this guide. And I'm going to read a lot of his responses to the comments, a little bit more on the situation here. One guy says here, that's not signs of a healthy relationship. Good partners don't test you. Smack for calling it a partner. It's girlfriend, goddammit. And he says, exactly, I could understand wanting reassurance, but creating a fake breakup to test someone is not healthy communication. If you need to know where you stand with your partner, smack, stop saying partner. You should be able to ask them directly. Another guy says, not the overreacting. I just say this, man, you handled it in a mature and thoughtful manner, trying to respect her wishes when she initially wanted the breakup. And you have every right to cut ties with her and not play along. People that test their partners, smack, God's sakes with the partners, are not the healthiest place mentally and emotionally to really be in a relationship with somebody. And our guy here says, thank you. I really did try to respect what she told me, even though it hurt. I think that's what bothered me the most about finding out it was supposedly a test. I treated her words seriously, and she expected me to ignore them and chase her instead. I'm much better off walking away. Hey, freaking men, man. And last one, this guy says, I stopped reading after the third paragraph. This one is easy. She ended things because she wanted to get with another guy. Things didn't work out, so she wanted to get back with you. This was just a test thing was nothing more than a lie. And our guy here says, honestly, I wondered about that too. I'll never know whether there was another guy involved, but the fact that she reframed the breakup as a test after I respected her decision definitely made me question her motives. Either way, I was not willing to go back after that. So there you go, guys. That's how you handle it. So good job for him. I wish him all the best, and I guarantee you, he hasn't heard the last from her because her ego is not going to be able to handle that this guy's done with her. I mean, what does it say about her personality? But 8 months, thought they had a good thing going, and boom, here you go. And this goes to show you the type of crap they're capable of. But if you watch enough of these videos, hear enough of these stories, and if you're young or wherever you are in life and you are a relationship guy, this can help you. In the back of your mind, you might remember a situation like this if you ever encounter anything remotely like this. And if you do, run for the hills. All right, guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. If you like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.